So anyway, let's start over. Hi, welcome to the 238th episode of the Angry Cuddles podcast. Don't forget that we're Gamefly affiliates. Go to gameflyoffer.com/angrycuddles and try out some game rentals, and you'll help us out when you do. My name is Steven.
It is.
With me, as always, is OCD. Joining me today is Chuck. It takes me 15 minutes to explain a 2-sentence thing, Porter. Will, don't bother trying to look as pretty as me, Roth.
Wow, I like it.
And Calvin, I am my own spirit animal, Cameron.
Yes!
That's true.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I love me some me.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming by.
I love me some me. Copyright Calvin
Nope, that's
Cameron.
copyright Terrell Owens, T.O.
CorporateCal is where you can find Calvin on Twitch. He
Hope you like League of Legends.
streams LOL.
I stream a lot of League.
That's the kind of person Cal is he's the kind of guy who would quote T.O. Like, that explains Cal
Well, I just
100%.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want you to get your popcorn ready.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
That's more Australian than anything.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's see.
Chucking your
that.
Russian accent.
You want the Russian accent?
Oh, that was good.
You want you want Boris give you a Russian accent? I can give you a Russian accent.
My name is Nico Bellic.
Hey, Nico! It's your cousin Roman. We go see some big American titties.
Are we back on, Steve?
Yes,
Yeah,
we have been
yeah.
streaming for a couple of seconds now.
Yeah, we got
Oh.
Chuck's big American titties there. So
Is it better?
Did you ever see
Okay.
1-800-RENT-ROMAN?
1-800 rent Roman.
1-800-RENT-ROMAN
do a refresh there.
was a
Okay.
it was a video made by the guy who voiced Roman Bellic, and he was talking about how even though he's a voice actor, he can't get any work, so he's trying to make ends meet. So he came up with Rent Roman. I mean, you just go around with Roman Bellic.
Interesting.
Okay.
It was a funny video.
So far, it's better.
Okay. So
Problems?
maybe we got that down a little bit better. Sorry about that, guys. Here's the thing that I'm noticing now with OBS. Here's a lesson that I've learned. Is that the display that I have it hooked up
You
to...
might have to restart the chat room, by the way.
No, I shouldn't.
Well, let's find out. Somebody in the chat say something.
If there's anybody left, feel free to...
It
to
said
say
we
hi.
had 4 people watching.
Okay. So we're going to... We'll get into topic now.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Let's talk about game mechanics that you love and hate. And I got some fantastic...
My latency dropped from
21 to 9.
9.
Should be a lot better. Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Good. I got some fantastic feedback from a lot of the folks at Red 6 to Golden Corral, which is a fantastic podcast.
With separate
If you
Radical
guys haven't yet, go check out Red 6 to Golden Corral. Go to red6togoldencorral.com.
We're totally going to have...
They are
we're-
fucking hilarious.
We're going to have a podcast off sometime soon.
Yeah, I want to like Skype in that table of folks and like do a PvP, like a podcast versus podcast
Oh, that'd
that's
be
good.
fun.
of topic. I think that would be super fucking
That's going to be
fun.
the name, by the way. That's going to be the
Um,
name of the episode.
PvP.
But here's a couple things. Robotical Nick says that escort missions, unless you're playing a streetwalker. So if you're a whore and you're whoring, it's fun.
Yeah.
But if you're having to escort someone else,
Because that game would totally pass the E ESRB.
then
That's fun. That's awesome.
then it's bad. And then he says, and this is something that I like, businesses having store hours in a game.
That
So
would be
you go-
fucking terrible.
You go
I
up.
would hate the shit out of that.
Well, it happens
but it's
a lot.
realistic.
Yeah, that's in a lot of games.
That's
But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
in-
that's
it's in a
the
couple
big
games,
problem that
though.
a lot of people have with game mechanics is like if it's too much realism.
Like when Destiny had that, like on every Friday, the weekend, only the whatever his name, like Merv or whatever. I don't remember. his
So
name.
like the special guy that only sells special shit showing up at only very specific times. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. The thing that pisses me off is I'm like, okay, I've been out, I've been gathering a whole bunch of shit, and now I'm back in Riven or wherever, and I walk up and I'm like, okay, let's sell all this shit, and they're closed.
At which point you hit the back button and say wait until like 9 o'clock.
And so then your character stands there for 12 hours just staring at the front door, being like, as soon as they open, they'll know what it's like.
At that point in time, it feels like you would just sell your shit and murder him for just.
I dig that though. I take that as a chance to kind of role play.
You do.
And then if I walk up to a store in game and it's like closed or whatever, then I'll be like, oh, fuck me, get on my horse and trot through town, find a place that is open.
I find the nearest seat that overlooks the chair or that overlooks the door that I'm trying to get into,
Yeah.
the door to the shop, and then I literally just wait. I just sit there on the chair
Yeah.
and watch the door.
So yeah, being able to sit somewhere and wait is a little bit better.
Right. Because one of the best things like Skyrim or any of the Elder Scrolls did that so well with shops being closed after a certain hour. And then you had the option to, fuck it, let's just break into it and steal everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Which was really
Burglarizing.
cool. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
was, I think, it's
Always an
such
option.
a great addition to the game.
And then see, the problem is
It
with
helps you later on in life too.
Yeah.
with that, the one thing I
Teaches
would
you
want to
skills, lockpick skills.
For sure.
the only time I would ever try to sell things
Yeah.
is if I'm already over encumbered.
Oh.
So
That's the only time.
is
The
the
only time.
Hmm.
So so you're a hoarder.
You walk around with all sorts
Actually,
so
that's
you're just
pretty true.
You're just a fucking
Is
hoarder.
If my weight is like 60 is my max, I will constantly be at 57, 58 throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like I'll pick something up and then drop something I
And
don't need.
The thing is, I'm the provisioner, so I need a cooking fire, and then I need a shitload of ingredients
That's
to make
true.
my
Yeah.
food.
By the way, when are we getting on ESO again?
Wednesday night, fucking
we can do.
Wednesday night.
We keep saying this Wednesday
It
night.
needs to be Wednesday
and
night.
It never
I think
happens.
it's because that it's up to me to spearhead the.
You know what? If
gathering.
you want me to do it, you want me
And
to spearhead?
I can. Anybody
I'll
anybody
totally
can.
do it.
If anybody else is on, I'll be on. And now that we have our stuff, we'll be able to stream it.
Yeah.
Like I'm totally free
And our chat and everything.
on Thursdays, so I don't have to really worry too much about going to bed at some ungodly hour. I can stay up for a while.
Oh yeah. Caleb H says, things dropping junk instead of currency, especially when the only thing you can do with the junk is sell it.
Yep.
Right. That's
Yeah,
annoying.
no,
You
Like,
might
it's
as well
an
just
extra
drop the
fucking
money.
step. It's just a dumb
Yeah.
extra step
Like Witcher 3. Have you noticed that yet?
that you get junk.
You get a lot of junk.
yeah.
World of Warcraft does that too.
Dragon Age does that, and you can when you go to a vendor, you can just hit the sell all junk button. But it's just like, why bother having
Yeah,
both
why-
gold drops?
Ooh,
And-
Dragonfly throwing shade.
Steven just needs to stop leaving the ESO mid-play. Hey, I did that one time.
You did that
because
twice.
That's true.
I did it one time.
You did it twice.
because my girlfriend thought the house was burning down.
Okay,
Well,
these
then
are all
you let the
legitimate.
mother burn.
We're in the middle of a fucking dungeon. I don't care if there is a gun to your head.
Oh yeah, we were like about to fight the boss.
Yeah.
And Steve was like,
Okay,
Be right back.
Guys, I'll go.
"Well, what happens is he goes like this, like this is legitimate. How I hear it, he just goes, what? Yeah. Okay. I'll be right. Okay, guys, I'll be right back.
And then
Mike goes.
He goes in the crouch, and then he disappears for like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
15 or 20 minutes.
That's
And
how I
then-
BRB.
I'm surprised
and
you
then-
didn't log out.
And
how
Chuck
I-
finds a cooking fire, and I sit down, striking a pose of some sort.
And we're just sitting there hanging out, waiting for your ass to come
And then all of a
back
sudden-
before we finally go after this big ass crab.
It's true.
And then you just hear, "Hey guys, I'm back." It's time to play again.
I determined the house was not going to burn down.
Yes.
Fireman Steve-O.
Galliolvia says travel time, walk, flight paths, etc. Portals are great because it limits the time traveling in game. MMOs especially. So you have this grand scale in MMOs, and that's cool that they can do that. But also, if you like break down the time of stuff you do in MMOs, just walking from place to place, I
Takes-
bet is over 50%.
Oh, it takes fucking hours.
Yeah.
I'd bet.
Like that's why it's too much of an investment.
But I love exploration.
I like to explore too, but like
Yeah.
And they kind of want you to explore in ESO. That's why they have the sky shards.
Game Guy, that's a fair question. How are you not sure if there's a fire? We have this weird thing that happens in our apartment where there is a random burning smell that permeates, and it is so, like, it's like an electrical You know how like you know that sort of plasticky burn smell when like your computer pops, or you know a outlet goes out or something.
My
Have you
computer
been
doesn't
eating
pop
hot
at all.
plastic
We've been
again?
microwaving plastic, straight plastic. But
Steven just eats
Hot
hot
the
plastic.
Plex, what
and
up?
Farts.
it's because I try to kill myself, and I just put my head in the microwave, and that's what happened.
All right, Sylvia
That would be
Plath.
the oddest way to kill yourself.
What's up,
He
Uncle
tried to
Flex?
microwave his head.
Thanks for joining.
It's Sylvia Plath for the 21st century.
And we can't find it. We can't find the location of it. Like we've been through all the outlets, we've checked all our electronics, nothing's burned out.
Yeah.
It's just this random weird smell. And she comes, she's like, you know, I think you need to unplug everything in your office, like everything.
Excuse me?
And I went, well, I'm not unplugging the game because we're playing ESO. And she's like, I really think you should unplug it. And I was like, no, that's not going to happen. So that was where I drew
Steven,
the line.
are either one of you gonna have like a stroke or a heart attack? Because normally you
Oh,
smell
maybe-
you have that smell.
Maybe
of
that's the
sulfur and
smell.
burning when
Maybe
that
that's the smell
happens.
of brain
the smell of a stroke.
of brain
Like,
stroke.
you
We
know,
need you to
it's-
sing the happy birthday song right now, and we need to make sure.
John H. Says games that drop gear for a character class that I'm not playing.
Oh, I hate that shit.
and you can't trade it.
That's
You sell it.
Borderlands.
Borderlands,
That happened
Destiny.
in
You
Destiny.
get so much money as a result of selling shit that you're never going to use.
Or put it in a vault like in Destiny. You could just trade classes with it. That was cool about it. But it was annoying when you're in a big boss fight and you're like, man, we killed it.
And then
you get,
like you
know,
get the
fucking-
gear and it's
and
not
I'm
for
on-
you.
And it's not for you. You're like, motherfucker.
Pieces of shit. Yeah,
Rob me again.
that's really upsetting. Chuck, you mentioned that you didn't like when you have to
We'll
wear a
get to
piece
that.
of armor to.
We'll get to that because I saved up rage for this.
Oh, you
one.
have a
and this
specific-
rage was recent.
Mike-
I mean, like it is 9:15 Central Time. This event happened to me, I'd say 4 hours ago,
Okay,
maybe. You got home and I was ranting to the kids about it. Yeah,
Game Guy's a cheat engine. He doesn't need to sell things. Yeah, so there are a few like mods or something in Fallout that I might be interested in, just to like cut through the bullshit. One of mine is I hate it, and I'm so glad that this isn't in Fallout 4. Is I hate it when my armor and weapons need to be repaired. I can't fucking stand like.
Or if you break
I
your
don't want to worry about it. I want to go kill shit.
Right.
There was a game that I liked it in though, a game that did it right, Far Cry 2, because if you went and like purchased your gun from a vendor, it was very high quality. It shot well. If you just like grabbed a random gun off a dead pirate or something and it was all dirty and shit, you run the risk of it jamming on you at the wrong time and
Right.
stuff like that.
and the more you use the fresh gun, the worse it performed, until eventually it just stopped performing. You could still use it.
yeah.
But you probably didn't want to at that point. I actually like the way Fallout 3 did it, and it got to a point where I actually broke the in-game economy
I
of
hated
Fallout 3.
specifically for that
Did we
reason.
miss a follow, Steven?
No, I don't think so. Did we?
Said thanks for the follow.
I didn't see one, so I guess I wasn't paying any attention.
Did I not see it? Was I looking down the chat?
I didn't see anything.
I haven't.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Well,
I'm gonna look this up.
what happens is you can fix guns and armor at any time. You can fix anything at any time, so long as you have the things. You know?
JD, look, yes, thanks for the follow. We appreciate it.
I thought we missed something.
Nigga signed up and still smell a heart attack. Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, man. We really appreciate it. Man or gal.
so
I need to get in the habit of it.
So what would happen is I would have all of these like pieces of armor and weaponry, and I would use them to keep fixing each other. And then as soon as I hit max, I would use that weapon, and then everything else that I fixed up to max, I would sell for like a bajillion caps.
Here's the thing, though, is like I got some like really specific armor in Fallout 3 that allowed me to go invisible every time I crouched, and so like I couldn't find shit to repair it with.
Optiplex,
I saw a guy
making weird movements.
Yeah, that's our Chuck Jeff
game guy.
for
Chuck's
follows.
body covered Chuck's face.
I could make that a little bigger. Okay, Jason A says backtracking, and he's references Metal Gear Solid 2. I reference Devil May Cry 4 in terms of backtracking.
Devil May Cry 4 did it horribly. I mean, at least with Metal Gear Solid 2, it was like you're on an oil rig. There are only so many places you can go. So yeah, you'll be covering the same ground repeatedly because you got to bounce around back and forth between the two struts. But with Devil May Cry 4, it's like they ran out of ideas for good stages, and then
Then you replayed the first half of the game backwards again.
yep, that's all you get. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's crap.
Thanks, Capcom.
I was over Devil May Cry at the end of 2.
Castlevania.
Really? Oh, well,
Symphony of the Night
you
kind
should
of
have
did
been.
that.
Yeah.
You should have
When
been.
you think you beat the game,
I
you-
beat 1 and I beat 2, and I was like, I'm done.
But with games like Symphony of the Night,
and Mega Man Legends. Backtracking.
oh god, Mega Man Legends is just a bad game all around.
Whoa! You hold your tongue. You stop while your head.
You didn't like Mega Man Legends?
No.
Wow, you
No,
must hate
And
yourself.
Calvin, you're in.
I
You're in for Mega Man
I
Legends.
love the shit out of dungeon crawling in that game. Now the turn radius was shit, but other than that, it was it's fun as hell.
Mega Man handled like a fucking tank. That's horrible.
He is a damn tank. He
No,
shoots
he-
shit from his arm.
He's
Like,
not a-
what are you talking about?
He's a little boy robot.
Amy E says, rescue and escort. I like to be guarded, and I don't like protecting stupid.
So you're talking Resident Evil?
There are a couple
or,
games that we mentioned that did it right. Eco
Yeah, I was gonna say Eco.
Eco was good because Eco used it story-wise too.
and Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4, Ashley was useless but was smart.
Yeah. Yeah, she you could get her out of the way, and like when you aimed, it would.
She would immediately hide behind you.
Am
Haldane-
I an admin?
You are supposed to have been.
I'm supposed
Well, Roth
to
18.
be.
Am I an admin?
No, you're not.
Oh,
Op user.
dang it!
Abuser.
Is that it? Is that what happens?
Overpower the user.
You have added Will Roth as a moderator of this room.
Did you get a new Twitch name or something?
Armenian
Nuh-uh.
dude.
Huh.
There we go.
We just got
There's
another
there's
follower.
my sword.
Thank you
Hey,
very much,
Armenian,
Armenian
thanks for the
dude.
follow. We appreciate it, mate.
Welcome.
The 20-pound cat.
Caldane says, I
Thank
hate
you,
auto
Alex.
spawning in games that are resource starved. It really punishes exploration. Yes.
Resource starved.
Yes.
Give me a game example. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
There he is. There's the Blanc.
There's Blanc. What's up?
There he is.
Who's Blanc?
Armenian dude.
That's,
Hey,
J-Mo's.
that was very nice.
Oh,
What a
nice.
fantastic thing to say.
I like how he just popped in with ew.
This great channel has just 8 viewers. Thanks, man.
We're
That
working
means
on
a lot. Yes. So Chris M said he really loved Dragon Age Inquisition. The war table missions really bummed him out. And here's the thing that I liked about the war table. Did any of you guys play Inquisition?
No.
I did not. Or no, I
Okay.
did. I think
You
not
can
the whole game though.
You go to areas and you explore them, but you have a central hub that you can go back. That basically you look at an overworld map with your advisors, and you're like, okay, these are some things that other people who are not me can go do. So let's go send the scouts, or let's go send the rangers, or whatever to do this thing. These things I need to go do, and you can sort of, I liked that I could keep them sort of siloed. You know what I mean? Organized is the word.
Okay.
I could organize what I was doing and where I was going and what still needed to be done. But Chris, anyway, did not like that.
Blanc. I wore pants for you too, sir.
Chuck is wearing pants. I see who his favorite guest speaker is because he wore fucking
Yeah, you did not wear pants. Those were
non-matching pajamas,
non-matching
last week,
plaid,
which
and,
was
like-
too good, man.
Did they cover my legs? Then
They
they
did.
were pants.
They did.
Did thy cover thine legs?
Armenian dude, while you're here, tell us something, a game mechanic, a video game mechanic that really annoys you, or one you love, but especially one that's like really, really annoying. And then finally,
Yes, Caldane, I
Jason A
agree.
says, what about a game that changes as not mid-game, but changes the game mechanics as the series progresses? So some would say that Legend of Zelda did that. Resident Evil, I would say, did that. Game guy.
I was just about to say something.
Game guy says I
Thank
wish
you,
Chuck
Game
wouldn't
Guy.
wear pants for me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gotta.
It means you need to catch my streams more often because very rarely am I wearing pants.
I don't.
Armenian NBA 2K16, your favorite. What about 2K16 really tickles your undercarriage?
I've
or
heard great
fond-
things about
fondles your sweaters.
one of the NBA
Well,
2K
that's-
games.
oh,
Like it is damn near impossible to break. Like there was a series of stories on SBNation.com called Breaking Madden, and then
Yeah.
he branched off of that to breaking NBA 2K.
And that's the thing about that sports games suffer from is once you sort of find that thing that always works, it'll always work because of just the nature of AI and game development and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I know that in Wii Tennis, our artist for our website, Joseph, would find a way to return an unreturned, like I couldn't hit it. No matter how I served it or whatever,
The perfect
he had
return?
that timing or that whatever it was down just right,
The
where it
flick.
was a perfect return that I could never get to, and I knew it was coming, and I just had to. What I
Just
actually had to do
take
was
it.
I had to serve it really slow and hope he fucked up the timing, like just to get it over there. Optiplex's 2K9 really fondles my giblets.
All right.
One of my least favorite words.
It's giblets.
Giblets.
You don't like that word?
I hate it.
See, we use it as
Grosses
a
me
verb.
out.
Like when you throw a grenade and someone explodes in a video game,
You
like
jibbed
we
him.
jibbed you. Where are you from, guys? We are from North Texas, the DFW Metro.
We are in the
They call it the Plex down here.
it's pretty much its own
Complex,
country.
yeah.
Pokedex. So we're using it's Trip. What's up, Pokedex? Hate a platform puzzle, specifically in Devil May Cry. Oh, okay. So the platform puzzler, like Braid, Super Meat Boy, maybe.
Super Meat Boy,
That was-
definitely. I Want to Be the Guy. Anybody play that one?
No.
Same concept,
Castle
except
Crashers, maybe.
How do you guys?
Castle Crashers is more of a final fight. There's not a whole lot of platforming going on at all.
The gas powered like a super scooter. I'm stoned, man. JD, look. Hats off. Hats off to you.
What's your favorite platformer ever? Steven?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Chuck?
Oh, I gotta think. Jump puzzles in FPS. Half-Life. Oh my God, Half-Life.
Yeah. Those can be
Yes.
brutal.
Like
Portal.
Or Portal. Yeah, I was about to say the exact same.
Portal is nothing
Portal.
but jumping
Right,
puzzles. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite platformer is.
Mega Man.
That'd be me. Probably.
Mega Man?
Probably Mega Man.
Interesting.
Mario 3.
What do you got?
Or
Mario
or the-
3.
Mario 3's good.
I'm-
Jack and
I'm-
Daxter.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Hands down, one of the funnest
Risk of
games.
Rain, right,
Or-
Chuck?
or Mario.
Yeah,
It
Risk
wouldn't
of
be a
Rain.
podcast without Game Guy mentioning Risk of Rain.
Yeah,
Do you
and
own stock in
attaching
that
me.
Game Guy?
He does.
No, it's just a really good
They-
game, and if I had a computer, I'd fucking play it more
They
often.
probably pay him
Yeah.
every time he says it.
Maybe that's it.
Risk of Rain, copyright Game Guy 1092.
Every time he gets another copy to give to people.
How do you guys feel about the ability to save, like exactly where you're standing? You know what I mean?
Oh, I
As
love
opposed
it.
to a checkpoint.
I-
Do you
I
like
hate-
that, or does it detract from the gravitas of your fighting?
I'm in a yes and no situation with that because there's old games like when you used to play Mega Man, specifically since we brought this up, you got those crazy passwords you had to write down and save and then like code in to get exactly how many unlocked bosses, but you didn't get a halfway point. You had to start from the beginning again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's these new games where you just save it and you can turn it back on and boop, there you are, and there's no struggle.
So like I'm playing
Well,
The Witcher
'cause-
3.
Yeah.
Will, right?
Yeah.
And I do all the. I'm gonna go kill a griffin for the
Right.
first time, and I'm a little nervous. I'm playing it on hard. I have I'm setting up shit. And the thing about that game that I like is that it has you hunting monsters and learning about monsters right off the bat.
Yeah.
In Witcher 2, you're like there's political intrigue and you're killing these kings and shit, and that's fine. But like my complaint was that I wanted to fucking hunt monsters, so they
Right.
throw you right into it.
Oh, yeah.
And like you're investigating monsters, learning about them. So I'm getting all my shit together. I'm going up, and like it just waxes the floor with me the first
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Just straight up, it's like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
You know, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do that all again." But it started me like right at the beginning of the fight, and I was like, "I'm glad I don't have to do that all again." But now I'm not so worried about dying.
right.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. Here's what I do like about it. I hate having to track down a save spot like a typewriter.
Yeah.
Or things like that.
Oh man.
But what it does take away is say your girlfriend wants you to stop playing,
Yeah.
and you were like, hold on, I
Oh,
have
and
to
you
find a
can't-
save
yeah,
point.
Okay, that's a good
You
point.
can't do that anymore.
New Pawn Stars episodes, which is an awesome name, by the way.
New Pawn Stars episodes? That's
The guy,
probably
the guy with the long hair is my favorite character in the manga.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Our boy Will.
He's so bishy.
first off, that is hands down the greatest name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I
Has anyone
watch
caught
I
Bigfoot
watch
yet?
Pawn Stars.
We did catch
Do you watch
Bigfoot,
Pawn
and he's
Stars?
right here.
Every time I'm falling asleep, I turn on Pawn Stars.
What's your
That's-
go to sleep? Because when I was in high school and it
Yeah.
was all Simpsons, I could not sleep unless I put on like
Yeah.
a Simpsons mix, basically,
Sound
and then go to
familiar?
bed.
As of right now, it's Pawn Stars. When I hear Rick go, I'll give you $50. It nulls me right to sleep.
Everything in the world is good.
Yeah.
I just like complete darkness. Like I don't need.
You gotta
sound,
shut all the
I
way
don't
down.
Need, yeah. I
In
just-
fact, he wears these headphones
Yeah,
I
just-
can't sleep without the screams of my victims in my ear.
and he sleeps in 2 feet of water.
All right, Daredevil.
Yeah, in a
Ew.
coffin.
That's you.
Mine
We
used
already
to be
discussed
Mr.
You're the
Science
vampire of
Theater.
the group.
Yeah.
Will.
What's it?
Mine used to be Mystery Science Theater.
MST? Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Mystery
It's a good one
Science
to go to
Theater
sleep to.
3000 was like.
Also, there was something that was brought up earlier, though. I do have to ask you this because
Yeah.
Game Guy kind of brought this up. Is there a game that any one of y'all has purchased more than once, like several copies?
Oh, Game Guy
Because
says
he
he
said
bought
about
12
12
copies of
copies.
Risk of Rain.
Because
Uh,
I specifically
what?
and I-
Why?
and
Real
I-
quick interjection. Blanc says sleep movie El Dorado.
Yeah, well, he
As in the
he-
Disney.
Do you mean the Road
that's
to El
Road-
Dorado?
no, that's the
yes,
Road to El Dorado.
It is
El
Road
Dor-
to El Dorado. John loves the shit out of that movie.
Yep.
I can guarantee it.
But
Hey,
there is an
hey,
actual
hey,
El
Blanc.
Dorado, and it is a John Wayne movie, and I can totally see it. That theme
It could be it could be the John Wayne El Dorado.
Yeah,
we
It
need
is-
to make
it
sure.
is not. It is
Blanc,
Right
CorporateCal is
on,
talking over here like he knows you.
right
You should
It
shut him
is.
down.
It is.
Optiplex says I can't sleep without hearing blood curdling screams from horror movies because I'm so deaf. The thought of me being scared of sound humbles me. That's pretty good.
Yes, John, that's exactly what I was going to talk about too. Frozen Throne.
Yeah,
That's
what were you
gonna
saying?
bring up. The game that I purchased the most,
Yeah.
more than once, is Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne. Me, John, Eric, Kyle, Juan, all
Juan.
at least
Juan.
have bought 3 games apiece. So that's 18 to 25 copies between
Now,
5 people.
let me ask you a question. Why the fuck?
Why the
we
fuck?
Because we kept losing the disc, or it kept breaking, or one of us
Diablo
couldn't
2.
find it.
Diablo
And-
2,
Yeah.
You
Final
bought multiple
Fantasy
times?
7,
And look,
Dead
the road,
Rising.
the road to
The Road to, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think I've bought Red Dead Redemption 3 times.
Holy shit.
Skyrim. My dad is on
Skyrim
his
I've bought
5th
3 times.
My dad is on his 5th copy of Skyrim.
Yeah.
His 5th.
Okay, so is it just like you play them out and you need to go get a new disc or what?
Yeah, we did.
Like, why are you multi-buying those games?
No, we needed the CD keys. He's absolutely right because we kept. Yes, John's right.
Okay.
I'm wrong.
So I bought Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, PS2, the Wii, the 360, and now that they're releasing 4, 5, and 6 on Xbone coming up, I have to really fight buying them again, except that now we'll be able to do the co-op and stuff, like online and everything.
Really?
And so now that makes me want to buy these games a fucking again. I owned 4 or 5 copies of Twister, the movie Twister.
Why?
I bought it on VHS.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I bought it on widescreen VHS. I bought it on DVD. I bought the special edition DVD when they released it, and then I bought the Blu-ray.
Wait, what movie?
Twister with Bill Paxton
What
and Helen Hunt.
Fuck?
It's like my favorite movie.
Look at that smile.
Is
Look
it
at how-
really
my
look at
favorite
how- look at
movie?
how
You just got
excited-
really
Yeah,
excited
No,
about that movie.
like I know. I wanted to be a meteorologist when I was a kid. I almost went to OU just for the storm chasing stuff.
Do you want me to call
What?
my buddy? He's a storm chaser, and you can just tag along in his van.
He would love the shit out of that. Him and his
I'd be
brother
so scared. I'd be so scared.
Yeah,
and Dan
but
were
they
so-
they
Can I go
go
with
they
him?
go all over like chasing tornadoes.
They do.
Yeah,
She wants to go with.
Yeah.
She wants to go with you and me.
he
So-
is-
him.
Caldane,
he does
I'm
it
with
all
you.
the time.
I have those as well. I keep buying Mega Man games as well.
Game Guy says they bought 6 copies of Clue the movie. Okay, no, you should buy Clue the movie though. That's for sure.
Clue's really great.
That's one of the best. Like script wise, just
Yeah.
script wise, it's the one of probably in the top 3 of best scripts
I agree.
ever. Others, Gross Point Blank,
Yeah.
one of the best written movies. And
Wait, really?
Yeah.
yes,
Which movie?
Gross Point Blank with John Cusack, where he's the hitman going back to his high school
Gross
reunion.
Point Blank is good, but I don't know if I would say
I think
that
the
it is up
script
there with the best scripts
phenomenal.
ever.
I think it is so good. And The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg.
It's pretty decent.
You know,
I really love
that
that.
is a strange group of movies,
Isn't it?
your,
But he loves gambling, so
your,
that kind of explains
your
it.
buddy
big
John
gambler.
Cusack's coming to Dallas in June. He's going to be at
Like for dinner?
no, well, hopefully for dinner. But if she has anything to say about it, she's going to be a guest at Fan Expo Dallas. He's going to be at DCC.
Blanc has a good question. Do y'all get pissed when games add in popular game mechanics from the moment? So Fallout 4 adding the Minecraft-esque building Call of Duty's RPG elements. In Call of Duty and Titanfall, you level up and you unlock shit as you go. Is that upsetting to you?
No. No, it's not because
Tell me why.
we've we've touched on this many a times, and that my fantasy game,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yes, is a post-apocalyptic vampire shooter in which you're battling zombies and the
Right.
elements
Vampire
around
Rain.
you while creating a home-based Minecraft
Like
style
creating stuff.
Yeah, I think that would be the end-all game.
Or in my case,
What else do you need?
since I
What if
can
you're
never
fighting
find
zombies?
my
How would
house
you
anymore,
survive? Because there'd be nobody to suck blood.
I think-
I now have 4
You
outposts.
suck other people off.
Okay, so here's my problem with
Wait,
that
what?
is that a lot of games will try to shoehorn it in, and it doesn't work.
Right.
But when it does work, like this is kind of a cop-out answer, but if it works, then I like it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's what I feel about QuickTime events. QuickTime events get a lot of crap. And honestly, like...
What was the first game that you remember being like, ooh, QTE?
Shenmue.
Shenmue. That was
Yeah.
mine.
God of
So
War.
awesome.
God of War.
Yeah.
I can't think of mine at the moment. Give me.
It
He's
was
like-
just like, man, I don't have to do barely anything, and he's fucking kicking ass.
He's like, does League of Legends do QuickTime?
Oh no, Destiny was probably mine actually, because that was the MMO style game, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And I was telling John,
There's no
already.
There's no
QTEs
QT
in
in-
Destiny.
Those events that happen, you have a daily. Those events that you show up and you spawn somewhere. For
Those aren't
Those
aren't
aren't
QuickTime
QuickTime
events.
events.
QuickTime events are button
Your
presses
character's running
during
and it
a
says press A,
cinematic.
and then he'll jump over the thing.
They're-
And then if
yeah.
you miss
I
A,
was
he'll
like,
go,
which one are we
oh!
No, not like timed events or
Okay,
anything
I was
like
thinking
that.
the wrong one. Excuse me.
You know what I'd like to see?
I'm wrong.
You know, a game mechanic I would like to see.
What?
I would like to see in an MMO
Yeah.
the sort of one of the central hubs, so the tower in Destiny, or one of the safe zones in Elder Scrolls. Is I want them to be attacked by something like fucking big, and like everybody's got to roll because they have like those big chain things where you have to go,
Oh, the
everybody
anchors.
rally and let's go kill that shit. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like you're in town, you're trading and you're cooking
Yeah.
and you're figuring out your shit, and now there's fire and what
Yeah.
the fuck's going on?
It's like where you think you're safe.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, guess what?
that'd be the shit.
You're not safe. I want to comment on something real fast, guys.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, Leo, go testify, Will.
He took it home last night.
He did.
He did.
He took home the Oscar for Best Actor. And it was like truly heartwarming.
It was vindicating.
I mean,
Yeah, everybody. We were at the bar, and people lost their shit.
Yeah. Like I was singing
Like they blew
Starman
up.
and I just stopped singing David Bowie.
Were you mid-song?
I was towards the end of the song and I just started yelling.
He was up against
Okay.
not that many great people, so it's okay.
He was up against Eddie Redmayne, who won Best Actor last year for The Theory of Everything, and I don't know if you saw The Theory of Everything,
mean,
but holy shit.
It wasn't real. What? I'm just kidding. It was great. It was a great movie.
Yeah. But this year Eddie Redmayne was going for the Oscar again. For the Danish girl,
Yeah.
The Danish girl.
which I don't think did that well.
No.
I never even heard of it until then.
It's
Yeah, well, Leo, oh god, he did it.
And all he had to do was rape a bear or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey.
Isn't that what happens in that film?
He
Rape
had
a bear?
to turn into Ted Kaczynski for
If I-
a little while.
If I remember right, he gets sex starved in the mountains, and he has to make love to a bear, and the bear is from Ireland.
And then he gets mad because Tom Hardy sees it and wants to tell everyone, so he
Right,
goes to
to
kill
go
Tom
kill Tom
Hardy.
Hardy, yeah.
So that no
He can't
one
let
can
anybody know.
Share the secret.
Yeah. Good job, Leo.
That's the Revenant.
Congrats. Also, and I guess the internet will have to find another cause.
Yeah. Because it's truly been.
all the memes got retired last night.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caldan.
Calvin, hey, bear fucker, do you need
Bear
assistance?
fucker.
Okay, can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
I did not like that movie.
Revenant?
No, not Revenant.
Super
Troopers?
Troopers?
Super Troopers.
I actually
think
just
is-
watched it last night.
I think listening to other people quote it is hilarious,
Yeah.
and me watching the film, I was like, this is so fucking stupid.
Oh no, it's one of my favorite.
It's kind of funny. I don't think it's
favorite
fucking
comedies.
stupid, but I think it's fairly funny.
I think it's one of my favorite comedies.
Like, I guess I don't get them. Give a sleep handy to a bear, no biggie who hasn't. That's right. I'm known for my sleep handies.
To giving it to bears.
Is that where you just?
Is that?
I jack off someone in their sleep.
That's what I was checking.
Yeah.
And they're pretty hairy.
Well,
Yeah,
you'd have
well,
to
Chuck,
do it.
Chuck was the first one.
Oh.
Because he insisted that we were talking about the couch on our couch co-op, and I said there's
Couch
enough baby
co-op.
batter in that couch to bake a cake.
It's on recording. You can
Oh, you
go
recorded
watch
it?
it. We did it on Friday night. It lasted 2 hours. It was the
did
most
last Saturday.
amazing sleep handy ever.
I was gonna say, it sounds
No,
like a real
it was the
sesh.
couch co-op of Zeros, man. Go watch that shit.
Sound like a
Chuck's a bear, so it counts.
Chuck is a bear.
So, yeah, see,
Chuck
see,
would be
I-
considered a
Chuck,
bear,
Don't be
right?
ashamed,
Yeah,
Chuck
for sure.
Johnson.
I am the bear.
Huh?
Mm.
Oh my God.
Confirmation.
Lord.
You
We have
wonder,
confirmation from the studio audience.
You wonder why I have good Russian accent.
My
This is
God.
why.
Okay.
Because you're a bear.
We got to shift now because I want to give you guys some fun things to do while you're gaming to test yourself. And I want you guys to let me know if there's something you do. And a lot of this happens in New Game Plus. When you finish a game, you go back and play it again. And this time you try and do it, blank or whatever. But I have a couple of cool things that you guys might want to try while you're gaming to test your genitalia's fortitude.
Test your gaming metal.
How do you guys feel about keeping the first weapon and only using the first weapon you're given?
Oh, terrible.
That sounds awful.
I have no
but-
choice.
But it sounds fun.
I have no choice because there are skills I have to learn off of that wooden stick, and I haven't learned them yet.
So, like in in first-person shooters especially, I'll try to do that.
Just keep
I'll be
the
like,
pistol.
in Halo, I'll be like, I'm just going to use a pistol.
That's what we did a lot when Halo 1 came out. just
Yeah.
Because you had to master the pistol.
Well, pistols were so
the,
good.
The two-shot.
Pistols were good.
The double
Nuzlocke.
the double shot. Yeah.
Right.
Nuzlocke, what's that?
You mentioned that in the Pokemon episode last week.
Oh, yeah,
The
Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocke challenge is you go into a route, you have to catch the first Pokemon that you encounter. If you do not catch it, you do not get a Pokemon in that route. You cannot catch any other
Yeah.
Pokemon in that route.
Did that also involve with the Pokemon fainting? You had to release it. Is that part of the challenge as well?
Yeah, if you
So-
you either release it or you put it in the box.
That's
And,
the,
and if you have that Pokemon and you use it and it faints, you have to release it back into the wild.
that is the most fucked up term for jerking off I've ever heard.
Oh, JD looks as if I could only get my girlfriend to leave the
beat
room. I
my
could beat
pud.
my pud. First of all,
Whoa.
first
So
of
I can
all,
beat my pud.
I wish you all of the masturbatory luck that I could possibly give you.
Yeah.
I will funnel all of that energy towards you, JD.
Shine on,
For
you
him to-
crazy,
Crazy
diamond.
Oh my God. Okay, what was the next one? This is one that Mike came up with. Mike used to be on our podcast called One Life to Live, and I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
And if you die, you just have to decide to do this at the beginning and then hold yourself to it, feet to the fire. If you die, you delete your save and start over.
Oh, fuck that.
The Iron Man.
That sounds...
Yeah.
Well, this is after New Game Plus?
I mean, you can do it whenever, but I actually it works for games that I've played before. I'm more comfortable doing it. Like I have some
IHR
idea of
Parkers.
just how the mechanics work. Pud 2Ds, yeah. But going into a game fresh, like I might try to do it with Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Ooh.
Because that's the kind of game where I understand the mechanics of it so well, and I've played the first one a lot.
Caldane mentioned one that I told you about.
Yeah.
The single
The
character
single
clear.
character.
The single,
When you have a party,
the
go by yourself.
White mage clear, not white wizard, white mage, which means you
Yeah.
don't get up to like level 5 magic, and it's the only character you have. Clear the game with that.
That sounds like the worst. And I played the shit out of that game.
Dragonfly says, I had a cat named Pud. He was a dick.
Well, guess what?
I know a kitty
you-
that's sleeping
did you-
with mommy tonight.
Did you beat pud?
Did you beat him? Did you beat Pud
Super
aggressively?
Meat Boy One Life.
Fuck that.
Robotical Nick.
No.
For serious. For serious. Going with the only don't take your party, just going alone. What about making everybody the same class, Chuck? That's one you mentioned.
There are people that have run through Final Fantasy 1 with just one white mage, but you can also run through the game with 4 white mages.
It just still sounds like the longest run through of that game ever.
It is.
Blanc says
And
best
totally
mage. Go. He says blue all day. I'm gonna say red.
I'm gonna say red too.
I'm gonna say
I don't know the difference between red and blue.
you're a cunt.
Red mages use white magic and black magic, but they only use like
and blue
mid-level stuff.
mages
And red mages
learn
can
from
also-
other people, like abilities from other people.
Blue mages have to get hit by certain special attacks from enemies, and then they learn
and then they
that
learn.
attack.
Okay. What were we saying, Cal?
Which we're talking about the same mages here, like Final Fantasy mages?
Yeah.
Typically, yes.
Yeah, I'm going blue.
Yes, you
Because they're
dingo.
dark. Because they're dark magic.
You're thinking of black mages.
Yeah.
That's a
mages.
black
Black
mage.
blue. Wait, what?
Blue
Why are you getting
mages
the blue
learn
mages?
special attacks from
White mage.
enemies.
Holy shit! I can't believe that I have to fucking tell you
I'm
like the
thinking
basic fucking mages.
Weren't you the one that went to my
You're on a video
apartment and
game
we
podcast.
played
I'm thinking the
Final
color.
Fantasy
I'm
1
thinking the color.
on
Okay,
the
yes, the black
projector,
mage
on a
wears blue.
projector.
That's what I'm thinking.
the black mage wears
played it on
blue.
a
Yes,
projector.
but
They did. Yeah,
I used to have a.
awesome.
You
yes,
put it on the
I always
wall.
think of the
It was
color of what they're
amazing.
wearing, not what necessarily.
And then the
So
bulb
black
burnt
mage,
out.
Whatever.
I was playing Saints Row 4 and then the bulb.
Thank
burnt
you,
out.
Thinquistus. That helps me out, John. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a blue mage.
It's not
Kamari in 10 was a blue mage.
I didn't play 10.
Oh, 10's the best one.
I don't know about that.
How you haven't even played it?
I disagree.
Calvin,
I
retire.
disagree.
Calvin, retire.
I'm actually a big Final Fantasy 8.
You peaked long
You peaked in
ago.
high school, biatch. Wow.
He threw
Shots
it at you.
fired.
He
Wow.
threw it at you, man.
Shots
You
just
really
got
did.
fired.
Calvin has 12 kinds of done.
Calvin, I don't think I've ever seen
Hey,
Calvin.
confirm. I've seen you play League. Oh, shade from all sides.
Holy shit.
1v1 me, bro.
Wow.
Thank you, game guy. Thank you
Caldane.
for the assist.
Caldane, thank you. He says 10 is the best. I agree. Yeah.
No.
I'm with you on that.
No.
Thank you.
Bunch of haters
6.
in here.
Okay,
Jesus.
Cal, I'll let you redeem yourself a little bit here. Tell me what man mode is, and are
Okay.
women allowed to play it?
Absolutely. So it's a League of Legends strategy where if you actually have played, it's top-down view, the third-person view, and you zoom all the way in, like you zoom completely in.
Game
And-
guys is fighting me at PAX.
Buy me a ticket, we'll go.
Okay, keep going.
And you zoom all the way in, and you can only play the entire game zoomed all the way in.
Okay, so it's an isometric view. League of Legends, for those of you who don't know, just for the record, like a top-down sort of. It's not exactly top-down, but it's isometric. And
Like think Diablo.
and you zoom out and move the camera around the battlefield to get an idea of what's going on and yada yada yada. Zooming in all the way means that your field of vision is like
none.
Yeah.
It's just basically your
it's
character.
like fucking
and
Mr.
some
Magoo
grass.
trying to cast spells and shit.
Exactly. It's fantastic.
Do you play like that?
Not normally, but if we get a good group of people, we'll do it.
Oh, so the only way that you play man mode is when you know you have a plenty of backup to save your ass.
You want to play, Chuck?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Then
'Cause
come on,
I've
you want
tried-
Chuck? Chuck, you want to play this with me?
No, because League
oh,
of Legends
You guys should
blows,
just
man.
pee on
Is-
each other.
Is League just too hard for you to play?
Right now, go right behind the couch,
No.
and just
Yeah.
piss
Dark
on each
And
Souls.
other.
just golden shower
Dark
each
Souls
all
other.
is too hard for me to play.
Anyways,
By the way, Games with Gold, I was right about to purchase Lords of the Fallen. You know, that one that was sort of Souls-esque.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be free this month in March.
What else? What else?
What else? Yeah, what else?
Give me a second. While I'm looking
Because
that up,
I need to
was
know
gonna
what
tell
I'm
you
going to
guys
be
about
playing
it.
this
I just
month.
downloaded Thief when it was free, and I just haven't even touched it. I haven't even
Thief is
played
good,
it.
but I
it?
love
Thief-
stealth.
Thief is
Okay.
a good game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to jump on.
So
that.
what's a way you guys like challenge yourself or variants of games that you play? Blanc says, "Hey, 1v1 be in the jungle while my team dies."
Calvin 2016.
I've changed since you played, John.
No, you haven't.
If you ever play,
I love me some me.
yeah, I
That's
do.
true.
But I also carry the team.
Whoa, the Games with Gold changed like
Oh.
6 hours ago.
Wow.
What do we got?
That's so weird.
What's it at?
Okay, da.
Calvin putting the mini in feminist. Thanks.
Wowee.
Oh no, wait. They meant it changed because we're about to go to March. Okay.
All right.
What do we got? What do we got?
Okay. Games with Gold for March. I have it for you guys right here. The Xbox One users are getting the second half of March. We'll get Lords of the Fallen, which I'm really excited about.
Okay.
1st of March, you're getting Crimes and Punishments, the Sherlock Holmes title.
Cool. That'll actually be pretty interesting. Expect that one on my stream on Wednesday.
Now is it gonna be like Sherlock Holmes, like Benedict Cumberbatch?
I don't think that
style,
Benedict
or-
Cumberbatch has
Borderlands
anything
is
to do
going
with this
free
game.
for
Voice,
gold!
that'd be great.
I don't think. I don't think so.
Borderlands is going free for gold on Xbox 360 on March 16th.
Yep, the
Oh my God, I'm going to be all over that.
First Borderlands, second half of March, and
What's
Supreme Commander 2, the first half of March, which is an
Oh.
RTS, I believe.
What's
and,
backwards right now?
Don't
Have they
stop
released
saying
Terms of
that?
service,
What?
Chuck. Terms of service. I'm just kidding. You can jack off a mic and not break the terms of service. That's fine. The backwards compatibility games, they just added Geometry Wars,
That's a great game.
and I think Alan Wake was the last one.
Oh, really?
It was either Alan Wake or it was Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Like
I think
It
it's
was one of
American
those two.
Nightmare because I saw the.
That
picture
sounds
for
like a
it.
Kid Rock song.
American Nightmare. Game Guy says the Sherlock
Alan
game he
Wake
watched a bit of.
It's
Pretty
actually
interesting.
an amazing game.
That's
I
what
loved
I've
Alan
heard.
Wake.
Highly recommended.
They're writing the
heard.
second one now.
I thought
What?
it'd be the third one, right?
Well, American Nightmare was sort of like a side story, like a Twilight
Oh.
Zone-y kind of thing, where it's like,
Outer Limits.
yeah,
Right. I like creepy mystery games.
Alan Wake.
Is
American
Alan Wake
Nightmare.
for me?
You know what? That's a game mechanic that I would like to see in other shit.
Yeah.
Is the investigatory kind of stuff, and Witcher
Yeah.
3 does a little bit of it,
Right.
Yes,
But
Game
like
Guy, they are.
Condemned 1 and 2, any of those games where I'm like, even LA Noire, but I don't need an entire game about it. I just need elements of that in the game where I'm like, I'm piecing together shit on my own,
Right.
and
You know what was really cool to me about Witcher 3? I'm going to touch on Witcher 3 a little bit right
Yeah.
now because
Touch it.
you're playing it. and
Touch
I'm excited that you're playing it.
Get inside it.
It's I was like cruising down. I walk a lot in Witcher 3 strictly because the scenery is gorgeous
yeah,
and the skies are beautiful and purple and majestic and
Yep.
all that good stuff. And I'm walking through the forest and I see like just a dead dude laying on the side of the road and I was like, that's not good. So I go into, Witcher sense
yeah.
and I'm looking around the trees and I see like movement and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then I examine his body and he's like, fresh claw marks.
The way
I should find where this is coming from. And then
Geralt
he, like,
talks to himself.
gets up and I cruise the forest a little more and I follow some blood trails that I find. And I'm like, what is all this? And then I find a hole and I'm like, whoa. And then he goes, something that burrows in the ground. Must be a chort. And I'm like, first off, Geralt, what the fuck's a chort? And then, so then it adds to my bestiary.
Right, you have to go read it.
My chort. And then I look up what a chort is. And it's
You
like
have to
this,
say it like that. It's not a chort. It's a chort.
it's a chort. And this big demon thing. And he's like, chorts hate
Something.
this oil stuff. And
Yeah.
so I have to make this cool oil.
Mhm.
And then I spread it all over the place to attract him. And then I go wait in his lair. And then after like midnight, he only comes out at midnight, and he comes and attacks me, and I beat the living shit out of him.
Uh-huh.
And then I cut his head off, and then I put it on my horse.
Well, yeah.
Blanc.
See,
And
that's-
that was amazing.
That's a really
Will.
cool feeling, and like something that you came across naturally, and it wasn't
Yeah.
like the quest sent you there.
right. It
You
was just something I found.
See, I love
Will.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Blanc wants you to be Geralt.
Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
All right. You
Game Guy has a question for Cal. How do you get the mic
He
off
said you
your
just pulled
Astros?
him off.
You just it's like it like clicks in and out. Like it's just
You
very
just-
simple. Like
you-
you just pull it out.
you
I have
jerk
an
it off.
A40 Yeah, you jerk it off.
You
Okay.
like
Aggressively.
you like investigative stuff.
Yeah.
I would recommend for the DS Hotel
Hotel.
Dusk.
Yeah.
Hotel Dusk Room 203, 205, something like that. And the people who made that also made Deadly Premonition.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Deadly Premonition is an
Deadly Premonition's
amazing
good.
game.
Will,
For
would
$20, definitely.
would you go white for Geralt of Rivera?
Oh, I'm already going white.
Would you?
Would you go solid white?
Would you go faster?
Would we spray it?
I totally would. My thing is by 30, I'll already be full white.
You think
There's no
so?
doubt. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Game Guy.
Yeah, Game Guy. Be
just-
careful. Don't
Yeah,
break
don't
it.
don't break it.
Don't
but,
break it
I mean,
because
look.
charge Calvin if he
No,
breaks.
don't
Just send him a
charge me
bill.
shit.
The other thing.
Check YouTube.
Okay, so let me tell a quick story
Hey,
about Fringe
Fringe.
Loop, who jumps in 10 minutes before we leave every time. So a couple weeks ago, I decided to play DLC for Batman Arkham Knight, and I jump in, and about 15 minutes into the stream, Fringe Loop pops up, and he's like, "Am I late this time?" I'm like, "No, this time you actually got here like 15 minutes into the first." It's that we're fine. It's just the audio.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear a damn thing. There we go.
Oh, is it just me?
There it goes.
Maybe it was just me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fringe Loop comes in like 15 minutes into the broadcast, and he's like, "Am I late this time?" And I'm like, No. You actually are here like just 15 minutes after we started. For the first time, you're not here 10 minutes before we shut down. Well, that DLC was only 25 minutes long. So even though he got there only 15 minutes into the stream, he was still 10 minutes before the end.
How do you do that, French Loop?
That's a talent.
Actually, I've noticed that on my stream, too. I pushed the time back this week for 7 o'clock, and I didn't get any watchers until like the last 15 minutes.
When you started at 6, what happens?
Same thing.
Similar?
Yeah, so I pushed it back to 7, thinking, okay, a bunch of people are going to show up at 7. Even Cal Dane said, 6 o'clock is still too early for me.
You just got to do something crazy to get
Yeah.
more viewers, like eat duty or something.
Game shirtless, Chuck.
pass.
Chuck doesn't have a cam, so it's all audio.
But then it'll just be audio of him
so still
munching.
game
on-
shirtless.
Oh, no, that's what he does. He like eats while he streams, and
Do
so
you?
I'm like,
you
"What's
really?
up, Chuck?" And he's like, "So I'm gonna get going here." And I'm like, "Oh my fucking
You know
Christ!"
what? Yes, I'm having a little bit of snack before I actually get started.
Mute your
And
mic then. Jesus.
She Dragonfly says she cooked for him.
You know what?
It's so good.
What I generally try to do is I start
That's
my
so good.
stream, and then I give everybody a couple of minutes to start filing in, and then after like 10 or 15 minutes, I actually start. And during those 10 to 15 minutes, I eat a little bit, and I'm drinking some.
I do too, game guy. You see
So
it.
that's the part that you're not supposed to be listening.
Oh,
to.
yeah, the intro and like
So,
you're getting ready and setting
Yeah,
up.
as
and
soon
everything.
as you hear the intro, I am on. But yeah.
Dane says Cal was eating the first time he logged into Calvin. CorporateCal's.
I do,
Corporate Cal
but I'm
stream.
not like eating a mic next to me. I'm just probably just eating some ice cream or something. I'm just like, just waiting because
Cal's
with
eating,
league.
Cal's eating duty.
Cal
to try to
eating
get
duty.
more viewers.
Fringe Loop says, "So am I late? Ugh, it's talent, and the worst part growing up took place, and the stream ended." Oh yeah. That was what I was saying.
What is with your mic?
Yeah, dude. What'd you do?
Shove it in a little bit further.
Yeah?
Shove it
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Love to.
Try shoving it in up there.
Yeah, get it in there.
Oh. Did you hit that sweet spot? Did you hit the
Okay,
spot?
how do we get there?
How about
That sounds
that?
looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when Fringe Loop came in the that DLC was only 35 minutes long.
Yeah.
It was also we had our Charlie, the 5-year-old, got sick, and so I had to like go make sure like she was okay and everything. But yeah,
This kid, such a problem.
won't let me fucking game.
I know.
I've got to leave karaoke to go get shit.
Yeah.
It's yeah. If you don't have kids, they're a pain in the ass, and they ask a lot of you. Like you have to feed them like every other day. It's crazy.
What? You don't leave them locked up somewhere?
Cal has 4 kids that he leaves
He doesn't-
locked up.
Cal has 4 kids that he doesn't know
He doesn't
about.
know about them yet. That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
they're probably locked away somewhere.
And he has another 3 that they're questioning the paternity.
Oh, one other way to challenge you, another way to play that I forgot to mention that actually Will sort of touched on about The Witcher was if you guys in third-person games, it doesn't really work in first-person, but walk when you're supposed to walk. If you're in combat, like full movement and everything. But if you're just going from place to place, don't run, just walk. And you have to have a shitload of patience, which it requires a shitload of patience. But also, I noticed that when I was doing it in Dragon Age, I was taking in my surroundings a lot more.
Right.
Like I was noticing the graphics more. Basically, it made the graphics of the game better because I was actually looking at
That's
it.
how I
you know
felt
what mean?
about Bioshock Infinite. Like, just going around doing shit.
Like that
You would walk.
You just walk around.
Yeah,
and-
like when I was raccooning about, I was like just looking at everything.
Yeah.
raccooning about?
Like rummaging through
thievius,
trash.
devious
and
raccoon.
Oh,
Goodness.
okay.
I don't want to. I mean, yeah.
I was not following.
Cooning
Did you just
about.
make a Sly Cooper reference?
Absolutely.
Fucking A.
I love-
Game guy says I would kill myself in Just Cause 3 if I did
I
that.
love Sly Cooper.
Yeah, just like walking. You know-
Actually, Game Guy, you bring up a good point. Have you seen the video of Let's Cause Chaos in Just Cause 3 where the dude just stands there in the middle of the street
No, I like
and
that one.
waits
I
how
did like that
long it takes for the entire area to just fall into total anarchy?
Kelly says I'm not sure, but I think that's racist.
It's not. A raccoon is not racist. Okay.
A raccoon is not racist.
A
That's true.
raccoon.
That's a rocket.
Rocket raccoon.
Rocket raccoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a thievious, devious raccoon.
He's devious. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Maybe it's just you being racist.
Okay, what about
Jesus.
specifically not using a build, Blanc says, that you know is very powerful? So, like, sniping in Morrowind or whatever. Will you not use any class or something which is like, oh, that's going to be, like, obviously I'm just going to spam arrows if I
Mages.
use this class.
Well, see, I'm always, like, especially in all Elder Scrolls games, I'm kind of always
You're always a
rogue.
sneaky.
I'm always a sneak thief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with an arrow, with a bow, because I'm real good with it. In real life and not real life.
The DLC for
what?
Just Cause 3, is that what you're talking about, Game Guy? Because he says that Will like it.
Oh, no, I won't. I'll just tell you that right now, game guy.
Mage
I
and
will
Dark
not.
Souls. Okay, Blanc. If you're playing like Dark Souls or Demon Souls, there is no easy mode. There is a slightly less
Fuck you mode.
slightly less fuck you mode, but that's as good as it gets. Jet-powered wingsuit with machine gun on it.
And then
Doesn't
he
that
has
draw
an
you
O
into
face.
Just Cause 3,
No,
Will?
And then he has an
that'll get old in
O-face.
10 minutes.
You can
I'd give it 10 minutes and I'd be like, fuck this.
go to a pal's place and play it for 10 minutes, and then
Exactly.
you'll be good.
I think I still have it. I never turned it into Redbox.
Hey guys, this right here is our Angry Cuddles fan can. What it is it's questions and fun shit that you guys ask us. You can ask us anything about us or something crazy. Just be creative. Send us an email or find us on our social media up in the top right. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, and send us a message. Just ask us something, anything. Our email is angrycuddles at gmail.com. We're going to go to the can.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey,
Right
JD
now.
Look says we need to update our updates and then update those updates.
Yeah.
Thank
Game
you.
Guy says I'm too old to enjoy things anymore.
And Fringe Loop does have a challenge for us. at
French
some
Loop,
point.
I am listening. What
We are
challenge do you
listening,
have
don't
for us?
worry.
Yeah.
We already have
Chime
our
in,
sales
Fringed.
challenge.
As he's
I,
going to the
I love it
fan
when
cam.
Fringed is here. So
We have challenged
Get-
ourselves to 1,000 likes on Facebook and 200 likes on Twitch.
yeah, that's true. We do need more Twitch followers. So if you guys are watching, click the little heart button and follow us.
Have you
And
figured
get
out what
to
you're
see a
gonna
little
do?
dancing
Maybe
Chuck.
it should be Bro Tank Night or something. I don't know.
No, Cal. Don't try to institute your
No.
strangeness.
This is, I
Your
don't. We're not
broness.
going to turn this into something that it is not.
You're not going to turn this into your
into a
stream.
gang.
Hey,
It's
hey.
like Calvin's gonna be like, let's just wear tanks, man. Like suns out, guns out. And we'll be like, yeah, okay. And he's like, okay, I know it's crazy, but let's all wear speedos because
Whoa.
like no, because it'll be funny. And we'll be like, oh man, that's a little crazy, but okay. And then he's like, okay, now circle jerk.
We're like, whoa, what? And then like 2 weeks
But
later.
we're already there.
Yeah.
Caldane says
4
eat
weeks into
2
Cal's
gummy
takeover.
controllers. I will take that one step forward. You take one, you eat one gummy controller as usual,
Stephen,
and then you eat
something-
another gummy controller like Lady and the Tramp.
Sam and I had a gummy controller on Friday when we did the couch co-op
Age
with
job.
Sacred 3, and we just ate the handles, and I felt like shit.
How long was that gummy sitting there?
See,
I mean, just from like maybe a week.
you guys are eating duty to try
Yeah,
to
it was
get
essentially
more
eating
viewers,
duty, yeah.
man.
That was it.
Quit eating duty.
Thanks, John.
Calvin
Fringed.
equals cancer.
We will check out those links in a
The
little bit.
Zodiacs.
John
Okay,
equals
so
cancer.
We're going to the fan can. Mark D asks, fan can sounds like a polite name for a butt. Was that intentional? Does it bother you when guests stare at your fan can?
I like that.
Show your fan cam, Will.
You.
I think, yeah, I would say that was intentional. I think as many butt references as we can make in an hour. Maybe one day I'm going to get a little ticker, and like every time we mention like butts, we just ding, like in that episode in South Park where they counted how many times they said shit.
Oh, yeah.
What about a little AP, right?
Adrian Peterson?
Never mind. It got too dark. Continue. I'll let you think and dwell.
Wait, a little AP.
Ass play?
There you go.
That's not dark.
That's not dark at all.
It's a little dirty.
Oh,
I
it can-
guess.
it can be dirty.
Because it's an ass. Never.
Fringe Loop, is this really what you want us to watch?
The only fan can I will support is the one in Steve-O's jeans. No, we need you guys to support our fan can. Send us a message. Send us a question at angrycuddles@gmail.com. Your name will go in the fan can, and we'll read it at the end of the episode.
In fact, Steve-O has promised that if there is 45 questions in the fan can by the end of the week, that he will jerk off on camera.
I will jerk off into the can, and every time that I go to get a thing from it, it will be just dripping and nasty.
Oh.
And you know what? It's going to be fun, and every time I open it, you guys are going to smell
Oh.
my jizz.
Oh.
It's like, what
It's
about
like
a
a-
fan can?
Let me ask you guys something. Do you have
Latex
to
Snake
clean up
71.
immediately after?
How do you know
Like
about
immediately, like you just had sex and I immediately have to go clean up myself.
Nah.
What?
On occasion, but showers are nice after. But whatever.
So I'm the only one that's like I have to immediately go wash. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just me. Latex Snake, thanks for coming by. Calvin
Latex-
doesn't do ass play. He's a selfish lover.
Latex nose.
Calvin doesn't do ass play.
That's right. I don't. Not into that AP.
Calvin only takes ass play.
Calvin
No,
Calvin once said to me, "I do what I want, and they can get whatever they can out of it."
Jesus Christ, Cal.
I never said that.
Wow.
I never said that.
I truly believe that's a Cal quote.
That is not even true.
That's a CQ. There's no doubt.
Copyright CQ
Yeah.
2012.
I would not say that.
No, you would say that. Like that is something you would
Not
absolutely
mean it.
say.
So this is also Calvin when we're playing Cards Against Humanity, because it'll be like we'll all put in cards for the question, and it'll be some prompt, and he'll be going through the cards, and he'll be like, Britney Spears, that doesn't really make sense. Rosa Parks, never been there.
That's you making up
That
shit
totally
again.
fucking happened. That totally fucking happened.
You tell him the right thing. You tell him the right thing right goddamn now.
Hold on, say
He's
it
a
again.
fucking liar right there.
So it's like
He's making-
it's Cards Against Humanity,
Yeah.
and so it's the question is something like if you had to, what ruined my underwear or whatever, and then people are giving answers.
Yeah.
And Calvin going through, it's like, I hate playing it with Calvin because he never gets like what I'm doing. So he's like, Britney Spears, that doesn't make sense. Rosa Parks, never been there.
He still doesn't get it.
God
But I
damn it.
never said
Rosa Parks is
this.
a place.
I never.
See,
Rosa
even
Parks
Blanc is
never been
backing
there.
this one
Never
up.
been
No,
there.
okay, Steven, tell him that you made this and made everybody believe you for like 6 years
So
on this.
what it
Cal,
was.
did you not know who Rosa Parks is?
No,
It
Damn,
spawned.
Caldane.
It
Holy
spawned.
Holy shit! Wow, thanks, Caldane. That is rude. as
Welcome back to
fuck.
the FU Cal podcast.
Yeah, welcome to Turn and Burn on Cal. Jesus.
Turn and
I
burn.
like how I'm like, hey Cal, Shark can't come. Do you want to like be a guest?
Yeah.
But guest isn't really the right word, is
more
it?
of a
You want to go
roast.
be a target?
It's the roast of
Fucking
Cal.
Burn the shit out
roast.
of me.
Holy shit. No, I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to let everybody think that
You're
you think Rosa Parks is a place.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Guys, next week we're going to be talking about
Go fuck
Minecraft and survival games. So building and survival shit.
You and me need to stream Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I know.
Also, next week we'll be giving
Maybe you can help
away.
me. Maybe you can help me find my first house.
Chuck, do you know what we're giving away next week?
What are we giving away next week?
Okay, I didn't think so. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be giving away a copy of Minecraft on PS4, and I've got these cool little creepers to give you guys also. So come back, watch, and if you guys have a PS4, then we'll be trying to give away Minecraft if you want it, courtesy of the folks at Sci-Fi Factory, who are just the best. Don't be a Calvin apologist, Steve-O. No, I'm not. I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
letting
leaving
it all.
it-
I'm
yeah.
gonna let that flag fly.
Yeah, you're gonna
Calvin.
leave it out in the air.
Yeah.
Calvin
Fucking
2016.
dick.
Make,
His
make
justification-
America great again.
Thank you, HR Parkers. Justifications don't actually make him okay.
What?
Justification does not equal.
Oh, okay.
Cal, if I get you a hat that says "Make America Great Again," will you wear it?
Yes. Yes, I will.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh my Christ!
That would be so cool.
So
Can you-
if you were to run for president and David Duke endorsed you, would you be okay with that?
If anybody endorsed me with any money, I think I'd be okay with it.
That's
Even
exactly.
David Duke.
That's what I
Even
thought.
David
it's,
Duke.
it's okay. Let him let him let him know
Okay.
this one.
If
All
somebody
right,
gave
I'll
you
let you
money-
do your homework.
I want the cap though to not be an official one. I want it to be like white
Yeah.
with Sharpie.
Okay.
Like I want you to spell a word wrong.
Perfect. I'll spell
Like
America
great.
wrong.
G-R-A-E-T.
GRT. Just
Yeah.
GRT. Or GR8.
Yeah. Make America GR8
Fridge
again.
fucking cow. You know what? Actually, true story. For the longest time, several people on our phones, we had Calvin as "God damn it."
Yeah.
By the way,
Calvin was
these are
goddamn
my
everyone.
supposed friends.
If anyone in
like,
the
so-
if anyone in the chat right now, let's make a little deal with them, guys.
Yeah.
If somebody can Photoshop Cal's head on a picture of Donald Trump at the podium, wearing the fucking
Yeah.
"Make America Great" hat.
Yeah,
Have
if
it
you
done.
guys,
Yeah.
if anybody makes that and sends it to us, we'll feature it next week on the podcast. I'll also send you one of our comic prints, one of our web comics.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh
choose a
my
random
God.
one and
Okay.
send it to you for free. Do that.
That'd be amazing.
Email it to us, angrycuddles@gmail.com. It's just like it sounds. It's spelled just like it sounds. And the game guy's going to be
Here, you
on
got
it.
you got to pose.
Oh, no.
And-
See, Game Guy could probably get me in my league straight.
Like I'll bet you he was sitting there. He sounded like Mr. Meeseeks as
And-
soon as he heard this.
I'm
Like,
Mr. Macy's.
Can do.
And Jesus. And also send us questions for the fan can, please. I don't want to have to make up questions because it'll be really sad because we need more viewers. Random person asks,
Random person asks, "Hey, how'd you get so hot, Steve?"
Latex Snake 71. And yeah, there's the little Chuck dancing. I love it.
Thank you, Latex.
Thanks for the
Hey.
follow. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
I'm
thank
gonna make
you.
that a little bigger, and I'm gonna spend some time either this week or next week working on the resolution stuff because I I see where some stuff's going on.
Yeah,
with the
get your
stream.
life together, man.
Yeah, quit fucking up, dude.
So, yes, next episode, Minecraft, and we're giving it away on PS4. Guys, follow. Yeah,
Next episode, so is my dream episode.
yeah. You can.
It's my fantasy episode.
Do you guys?
I like that.
we-
It's my fantasy.
Will has lots of fantasies.
A lot of fantasies.
He lives a
He's a
fantasy.
dreamer, man.
He
Will
is
is a dreamer.
He's an artist.
I'm not the only one.
He still can't. and French Loop still can't get over the fact that you look like Jesus.
No, he is.
or
he's
or
Jesus
maybe he
Christ.
looks like
Whoa.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Will is your personal savior.
I'm your personal Jesus.
Will died for your sins.
Your own
Personal Jesus.
Do you guys have the Marilyn Manson version of that at karaoke?
Someone to hear your breath. Someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your breath. Someone who cares. Reach out and touch me.
Good night, everybody.